Yo YouTube, what's going on you legends? I hope you're all doing fantastic, and today I'm coming at you with a video relating something that's new to XERA Survival. It's recently been added. I'm just going to go over it with details and in depth, show you how to use it, all the good stuff. A lot of you probably already will know, but I just want to show off and all the little things about this new feature as possible. And we're going to start this video off just with some facts. Just with some factual information, because we all like some facts, right? So, in the first 24 hours of this new feature being released, which is the Survivor Exchange, which is like a flea market, a Survivor auction house in a sense, you know. But here's some facts for y'all. In the first 24 hours of this feature being added, there was 3,074 listings. 2,005 of those listings were sold. 138,323,879 worth of in-game dollars has been circulated through the market. An average of $68,000 per listing and 58,626 items in total was sold in the first 24 hours. Now guys, I may add, that is pretty big, especially considering we are at the end of Season 4. We're currently at the end, very end of the wipe, which a lot of people have put the game down until Season 5, which is coming soon, and it's going to be super excited. A lot of people do say, you know, things like, oh, do people still play this game? How's this game getting on? Is this a dead game? And this and that. I think in the first 24 hours, that just shows at the end of a wipe, and that releasing and those kind of numbers, that's kind of exciting. And guys, may I just add, before we do get into the Survivor Exchange, after those facts, Season 5 is going to be incredible. And I will be posting a video over the next couple weeks, just going over a lot of things that's going to be potentially happening with Season 5, and just get you guys all as excited as I am. Alright, so let's just get into it. So the Survivor Exchange is the new kind of flea market, auction house without you being able to bid. You know, it's like it's just a big place for players across all of the world to buy and sell their items. And this, guys, is run off your global inventory or your stash or your GI, however you want to call it, however we want to call it. Right, so it's completely based off your GI. So, obviously, if you've got something on a server that's in a base, you won't be able to sell it. It has to be inside your global inventory or your stash for you to be able to list it, buy it, sell it on the Survivor Exchange. Alright, guys, so, and just on that note, there is also, to keep an eye out, guys, whenever you are selling on this, there will be a 10% fee for whatever you're selling, and that will be based upon listing, not upon the sale of that item, but upon listing that item. And throughout this video, guys, I'm just going to go basically I'm going to tell you what I do and just some tips and stuff, and you know, but going from listing to selling and all the way through. Alright, guys, so yeah, as you know, it's through your GI and stuff like that. There's a 10% fee, or you can use X coins, which you see up here top right. I got 150. You can use 25 X coins to do a premium listing, and then you won't have to pay a 10% fee, which is pretty cool. Alright, because when you list in a big item, you don't have to pay a big fee. You know what I mean? But yeah, going into the before you list an item, and this is what I always do, guys. Before you list an item, whatever it is you're thinking about listing, obviously you're going to check your stash. You're going to be like, okay, I'm going to sell an SVD, for example. So let's, you know, I want to see how much SVDs are going. So we'll go back to the Survivor Exchange. We'll type in SVD, and then obviously you'll see it come up here. And then the biggest thing, guys, is make sure you click this price here in order to get it to list from lowest to highest. You know, like sometimes you have to, you know, that's highest to lowest. Yeah, you get the idea. Always press price so you can see the lowest first. 60,000, and then obviously you'll go off that. If you want to, you can undercut it by 1,000 to hopefully, hopefully secure a quick sale Or in some cases, what I do is, if let's say, for example, we're going to use, a first aid kit. And this is what I did at the start, and I actually made a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes what you can do, guys, is jump in here. If you've got enough money, just buy out the first, if you want to, buy out all of them. You know what I mean? And then you've kind of got the free reign then to list it as at whatever you want to, pretty much. So that's what I did at first. I bought out a bunch of medkits and different items. And then when the closest one to you is like 72k for 24, you can kind of play then. You can work out what you've spent, list it for, you get the idea. Entrepreneur, business mindset. Sometimes you got to buy low, sell high. You get the idea. But yeah, guys. So before you're listing, you're always going to want to check your stash, see what you want to sell. Search it down here in the item filter. Press your price. See what the lowest one is going for. You can either undercut it, or if there's a two for say 20k, and then the third one's at 60k, you're probably best off buying the two for 20k and then listing them at 40k each. You know what I'm saying? So you're making a 40 bags profit. So that's like what I do pre-listing, all right, before listing. So now, when you're going on to actually listing your item, this is a big thing to note, guys, and a big thing to pay attention to. You're going to create new listing, right? And let's say, for example, I've got 20 MREs. You enter the amount here and the price. Remember, guys, and I saw so many people messing up at the start with this, is basically these items stack, right? So if you put 20, you make sure you put a price for 20 in there, not individually, right? So, in certain games, you can see a stack of 20 on there and you can buy 1 or 5 or 6. That's not how this market works. So you're basically buying everything. You're selling everything that you're listing for the price that you're listing, right? So if you see MREs on the auction house going for 4,000 each, and you're listing 20, you're gonna put the price at 20 times 4k. You know what I mean? So obviously, if I was to sell, I got honey badgers and they're going for say 20,000 each, I would list one at a time for 20,000 each, or I'd put all 4 in for 80k. You got that, guys? So make sure you pay attention to that these items stack on the auction house to what you're selling. So whatever somebody sees the price there, that's for everything that you're listing. Or like I said again, you do have your Xcoin premium to list it, so you can avoid the 10% fee. Alright, guys? So make sure you pay attention to that upon selling your things, selling your stuff. Always pay attention to that, because I saw people selling, 10 USBs for 150k, and it was brutal because they was trying to sell them at 150k each. There was some mess ups at the very start. You know what I mean? There's some crazy mess ups. All right, now going on to your after listing. All right, guys. Your sold items and stuff like that. So after you've kind of put your items on here, you'll see your items for sale and your price. You will be able to withdraw here, guys. So if I show you real quick, create new listing, medkit 1 for let's say 2k. All right, submit listing. So once you've got an item listed, you go to your items for sale. Everything you've listed, you'll be able to see here, and you will have the option to withdraw. Now your items for sale, you'll be able to see it all here. You can withdraw if you change your mind or you think, oh man, I've made a mistake. Just jump into there real quick and do it from there. Now going on to what happens, okay, I've sold an item, my money hasn't seemed to move up or it hasn't changed yet. What do I do? Always remember, guys, after you've sold an item or you've played the game for 5 hours and you want to come and check, see if you've anything sold, you just come back into the Survivor Exchange, you go to sold items, and then next to your item here, it'll say complete. All right, there'll be a box next to it that says complete, and you have to complete the transaction in a sense in order to get your money. So if you're at like 200k, but you've sold as much stuff as you see on the screen right now, but you're still at 200k, as soon as you've pressed complete on every item, you're gonna rock it up to whatever amount is you've sold, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's basically that, guys. Complete, your money will go up, and you can go through the video and watch different parts, but it's pretty straightforward. It's not exactly rocket science to do. I just kind of wanted to show you from and tell you all the information about, you know, the item filter, the fee, the premium X coin that you can do for blah blah blah, and then link to your GR and some facts at the start as well. But then we will end it though, guys, because it's not a major long video. I just wanted to go in depth and tell you all the details. It's not a major long video, but yeah, before we end, it's the exact same with buying, alright guys? But the buying will just instantly, you don't have half the stuff to worry about when you're buying. It's literally just as simple as, you know, let's just go to first aid kit. This guy's go to price, always press price for the lowest. This guy's selling one for 3.5k. Let's just do it, why not? Purchase, confirm, and then and then it will just go straight into your stash. Alright. It's as simple as that. There's no other really thing around it. But guys, make sure as well, if you are buying weapons, alright, if you are buying weapons, always pay attention to the durability. Alright guys, when buying. Because you can press price and you can be like, oh, that's the lowest is 70k, that's pretty good. The lowest is 66k, 70k. But then you realise that you know, certain times you're buying a durability with 1%. So make sure you're always checking on your armor and your helmets and your weapons upon buying with your durability. Alright guys, but that's as simple as that. There's nothing more to it. I just wanted to go over the new feature that they've added, and coming with Season 5, guys, it's going to be so much better. Because like I said, we are at the end of Season 4 now. The wipe is about to happen. You know, there's been certain bugs and stuff like that that's been patched over the course of Season 4, which has allowed people to get ridiculous money. There's certain ways of farming money in Season 4 that they are going to be patching or restricting in Season 5. So when wipe comes and everybody's set back to $0, and it's just going to be so much better. The ecosystem's going to be sorted out. It's just going to feel so much more natural and balanced. Right, and I'm super excited for it. But yeah, guys, that is done for now. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys are enjoying the Survivor Exchange. Please let me know down below if you are. What items have you sold? Have you made some killer profit? Have you been strictly a business person over the last 4 days and haven't really played the game? You've just been buying and selling on the exchange. But yeah, guys, if you got any questions about the game at all, let me know down below. Like I said, there's going to be a bunch of videos coming over the course of the next 3-4 weeks, getting everybody ready and excited for Season 5, and then we're going to start releasing some killer content in Season 5. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up, and all the good stuff. Guys, thank you for watching, God bless, and I'll see you all in the next video.